very serious doctor. He had to doctor on society to bring about a healing for the people. So after him and Fidel Castro got together and revolted and ran American imperialism out of the country, what happened? Then they had free health care for everyone. Mm-hmm. And you can go over there from any part of the world and get free health care today off the boat. Free dental work. Free anything.
Free dental work.
Free whatever. Free prosthetic limbs. Any medical thing that they got is for free. They got the most doctors per individual than any country in the world. Literally. For over here, it's 20, for every 20 people there's one doctor.
School is free too.
School is free too. For every 20 people over here there's one doctor.
Free too.
For every one person over here, over there, for every 5 people there's one doctor. You see the difference? Now for black people it's worse. For 40 of us, it's probably one doctor over here. One doctor. Because we have this limit of people who can be healing because they got to go through medical school and all this. You see the one making it pay all this money, so how many people are going to become a doctor and how much money can a failing economy pay people to even be doctors? So we have very few doctors over here, and none of them are really doctors anyway, like I said. Because if you really want to heal the people, you must challenge what? Society. So he got a gun and said, we're going to heal these people. And the revolution that happened to Cuba, he now have begun to heal people way in the future. So anybody can go over there and get what? Free health care. That's deep. So you can't, and that's back to my original point of perfecting your ego. He could have said, well, I'm just a doctor. I can't deal with that. But to be anything, you have to master everything that is necessary to be anything truly. Y'all heard about that? That's why when you go to school, for one thing, they make you take all these side subjects. They're trying to show you that a little bit. Right. That you can't master one thing without mastering everything that is necessary to that. So for him to be a doctor, he had to master warfare and guerrilla warfare.
How to throw a grenade.
Come on. Just to be a doctor. That was a real doctor. Our people see sick people coming in every day and know the real problems and can't do anything about it. How do you heal people? They're treatment centers. They would literally have to go shut down some Burger Kings. How many people would be healed if they wouldn't shut down 50 Burger Kings? If one of them doctors got smart enough and said, I'm going to go give me this AK and shut down all these Burger Kings, it'd be healing that day. Forget the pharmaceutical prescriptions. Some people going to get healed that day. If they went to the CEO of the McDonald's and held a gun to his head and said, you can't serve nothing but salads today, how many people will you heal? But they make you think that healing is somehow under a microscope. But they think you're going to heal somebody without becoming a master of social science, that healing is not social engineering. That somehow here healing is with a microscope and a stethoscope. That's not healing.
Dr. Frances Cress Wells is a good example.
She's a very great doctor. So we have to go out into the community as doctors and destroy the diseases. And the people that's killing the people, whole slaughter, under the auspices of capitalism, imperial, under whatever title, they're walking diseases because they're killing people more than AIDS. Y'all hear the point I'm making? More than anything. And not only that, they produce the diseases. So the disease is in the microscope. ABC is a disease. CBS. Comcast. All the diseases is in every aspect. It's in the radio stations. Disease.
It's profitable.
Come on.
It's more profitable for you to be dead than alive now. Yeah. Body parts and all this.
So how do we heal these people?
Cosmetics.
So to be a real doctor today and really heal somebody, that's why they say I'm just practicing medicine. They let you know that.
Yeah.
Because they know if to really heal people, they know what the requirement is and what the responsibility is to provide true healing. You have to go out and challenge society as a whole. And you must go and look for the diseases. And sometimes some people you got to quarantine. Literally. Quarantine the diseases out of your society. Literally. The European is a pathogen. He is a virus. Africa was fine till he came over there and divided and conquered. That's what a virus do. It divides the good cells, the white cells from what? The other cells. Split them up into cells. He's a virus. They got inside and worked his way in and contaminated the mindset of the people and turned them against one another. The disease isn't under a microscope. And we can, even our highest black herbalists who claim to be curing diseases, is the same. Because you have to charge people unless you can challenge the economic disease, where people cannot even get to the resources that ensure health. You're still treating them. Because even you cannot heal them till you free up society. Only in a liberated society as a whole can people really become healed. Now, I'm not taking away from the fact that they're treating people and that's not needed. But only a few people are going to become privy at a certain economic level to those services, because they are diseased economically due to how the resources is disseminated and distributed in society. So until we cure the economic disease that leads to the impoverished conditions that produce diseases by redistributing the wealth, then people are going to keep going sick. And we'll just be able to treat one here and treat one there and treat one over there. It's a reality. So a real doctor is a revolutionary. Is trying to change for the better of the health of the community. Literally. You got homelessness, you got disease. So if the doctor can't house a person, what they going to do? Give them a bed for a night? That means you got to free up some home. Correct? But they say, well, I'm going to send you to a social service worker and they're going to try to help you with this, that, and the other. Well, that's what you should have been. You should want to make it, give you 50 or 60 different phone numbers to call. Because they cannot cure the real disease unless they are willing to challenge society. So that's when I say, people say that this job of a healer and I'm helping the people doing this and this is the manner of helping people. I said the DVD ministry is so powerful because we're challenging and healing the disease of the mind by waking people's consciousness up to challenge the illusions, to challenge the disease states of mind that stop them from taking their liberation. Literally. So this DVD ministry is healing for the community. Because now they can wake up and take their rightful position. And we build up a mental immune system against these diseases of the mind that has us in the condition that we in as a people, because our biggest disease is the disease of the mind. We've been diseased to believe we cannot do, we cannot have, we are not this is all we are, this is all we can do, this is what we should do, this is what we should try to do, this is what we should fit into. That's a disease of the mind. We got a disease that we need them. That's the disease. We dependent on a life support system when we can breathe on our own. That's a disease of the mind. And until we can heal the disease of the mind, I don't care what you get a person, they're going back. They're going to relapse. They're going to relapse. Because their mind has them operating and acting in a way that shows the prevalence of the disease that is inside of their mind. So I said that to say that the real revolutionary is a doctor. But the